we actually have these group workshops that we'll do. And the survey that I have online, the questionnaire where you can understand your purpose, what we'll do is we'll actually have the whole group of employees do that dynamic. Then we have them list all their job opportunities. And then we actually have and ask them how these job opportunities that they have, all the jobs and tasks they do to their day are aligned with what they love, right? And it's funny because this could be a hard thing to think. Like, let's say someone's doing data entry, but they love doing health and wellness, right? Like, health and wellness is their like main goal. So we sit there and we help them answer this question. How does do to data entry during the day help you with your health and wellness? And we ask them over and over again until we get the answers. And the amazing thing is when you make the link, you see a part of the world that you just have not seen yet. It's there. You just haven't asked the question to see it. And then when you can see that you sitting and doing data entry through the day is going to help the thing that's most important to you, you're like, whoa, this is cool. This is amazing. And I remember doing this one time. I still was working at this company and we were a small company and we had just moved. And somehow I was the person who just like, if someone didn't want to do it, it just fell on my shoulders. Like, oh, Carly will figure it out. Carly will do it. So I had to build furniture. And I was like, hate building furniture. So I sat there and I linked in my brain, like how building furniture helped me with my vision, mission, and purpose. I got a tear of inspiration on it. And for the next like 2 weeks, I was just building furniture and I had a great time. Like it was really inspiring. It was hysterical. And so when you make the links, all of a sudden you go in and your conscious, subconscious mind knows that this is on the way to what's fulfilling to you. And the cool thing is, when I think about this, this is us giving our employees permission to be inspired at work, to be fueled at work, to actually show up and do something that they love and love what they do and like look forward to being there on a day-to-day basis. So that's the kind of dynamic that we take, which the personal example is really fun because building furniture usually sucks. But I bring that into a group environment so we can have employees do the same thing for each job task and then also for the mission. So they feel really aligned. So it's really cool. We usually do that on a quarterly or bi-yearly basis.
Love that. Now, for leaders who are feeling stuck or maybe unsure how to scale without burning out their teams, what would you say would be the first step they should take?
Yeah, definitely making sure they have the right people in the right seats. And this is interesting because when we think about moving forward and scaling our business, there are going to be times where it's pretty chill and it's a normal day, but there's also times where we have sprints, right? So we can't have the unrealistic expectation that we're not going to occasionally have like a hustle within the company. But if someone's inspired by what they're doing, they'll naturally engage in that hustle. They'll naturally start to move forward. And I saw this a lot in the fashion industry, like when I connect with people in the fashion industry, because there's times where they're still pretty hectic. There's a lot going on, a lot of timelines. However, there's times when it's like, whoa, this is go time. But when the individuals are inspired, they're not complaining to me when I meet up with them about like spending extra time at work. They're not complaining. They're like, yeah, I just had this project. This season is ending. So we're trying to get this launched. And they're like, so I just had to stay extra time. And it's like, sorry, like I'm a little tired today. And it's like, no big deal. Right. But they're not even upset that they had to do it. It's just a normal part. They don't feel burnout. They don't feel overwhelmed. They're aligned and they're in the right seat. They love what they do. Right. So it's really important. Make sure you have the right people in the right seat because then they're engaged in something that's important to them. And then they're going to feel more inspired if you have a time when there's a sprint, as opposed to just having this unrealistic expectation that they just need to show up. They don't have to show up. And if you make them show up and they don't want to show up, they'll just quit eventually and find another company that's more aligned for them. And I've seen that as well. I've seen one company, she's great, by the way, this executive that I work with, she's awesome, but they've really got her in the wrong seat, genuinely. And she's getting really burnt out. And she's trying really hard to get herself in that seat in this company because she likes the company overall, but they're not really pushing it. And so she's already looking for something else. She's going to be out the door because she is getting burnt out. She doesn't want to be doing the things that she's doing. She can't engage in things that are inspiring to her. And so even during the hustle time, she's like, I just don't want to do it anymore. And she's starting to step back, which also is, challenging to the company because they require like certain things at certain times, but she doesn't have to. She genuinely doesn't have to. She doesn't have to over hustle. Like it's a normal job. And so really get people in the right seats, get them inspired by what they're doing. Your people are one of your most powerful tools like that you have, genuinely.